You started. Brakes on this 2012 Chevy Traverse. First, we're going to remove the brake caliper. Take these two bolts right here off. Lay them to the side. Take your pry bar, screwdriver. You just want to pry the caliper up. Lay it back out of the way where it's not under tension. Now we're pulling off the pads. See, they're all cracked, overheated. Not as bad, but it is cracked. That's your squealer, lets you know when the brakes are all the way low. It's not down there yet, but they have overheated. Now we have to remove this thing, which is the caliper bracket. Usually on pretty good. Just two bolts. Have thread lock on them from the factory. That's why they're so tight. We're going to speed things up here a little bit. There we have the brake caliper bracket. I'm going to go ahead and push these pistons in. What we do is take one of the old brake pads, lay it in there like so. Where's my brake tool? There it is. This fits in here like this. You can see these pistons go back as I turn this. Be sure and push them all the way in. Just take your tool out, that part's done. Now we want to remove this little screw here. Holds the rotor on. Some vehicles have them, some don't. Be sure you don't lose that. If you're not reusing your rotor, just tap on it. Use it for a boat anchor. Here's the new one. Be sure you line the boat up with the boat hole with the little screw. Replace your screw before you lose it. Easier with the ratchet, maybe. Don't have to be real tight. This part here, caliper bracket. Hold your brake clips. Should have new ones in your new set of brakes. Pull these little pistons out. All you want to do is put a little grease on them so they don't seize up. All right, we got that part. Now we'll go ahead and install the caliper bracket back where it was. I'm going to use a ratchet. I don't want to cross thread or get anything in the bind. Don't tighten it until you get them both all the way up snug. And I like to take my wrench, just like we did taking it off, and tighten it. All right, now we're ready for brake pad clips. Pretty simple. They lay right in here. Make sure they're all the way down. You gotta watch that part right there. They'll get snugged on there. Make some noise. This brake pad has the squealer. You normally put it in the back. Pay attention to these tabs. They're not actually tabs, they're actually springs. They go in front of your brake. And I'll show you why in just a second. What those clips do, when you push your brakes in and you release, it pulls the brake away from the rotor, keeping it from overheating. Then all we have to do, almost forgot the grease. A lot of people think this is something special for brakes, but it's just grease in a tube for $1. Put it on the back side, rub it in. Now bring your caliper up in place. Make sure these are parallel. A little flat edge on the bolt with a nut. Screw in. Take our 13mm. This one's 13mm. Snug that up just a little. Good and tight. Good and tight. Make sure you're free. Take you some brake parts cleaner. Get all the grease, fingerprint. All that off there and don't breathe this stuff. And there we have it. New brakes and new caliper.